you are going to miss the message because you are too concerned with who the messenger is, what they look like, what ATR they're a part of, what house they're a part of, where they're from, who's their family. These individuals have been selected. Yep, these individuals have been selected. Yes, Hecate has something to say, and she has her 2 cents, and she does not want change. These people have been individually selected because of certain skills, gifts, and abilities that they hold, and a lot of them will not appear how you think that they are supposed to appear. Times are dire. We are in dire straits. It was the best of times. It was the worst of motherfucking times. We're doing what we have to do. We're recruiting. Now, these people are going to be spread across different socioeconomic statuses, genders, spaces, locations, you know, and even generations. But it's not going to go past like the millennials. So it's the millennials that are going to be getting the most communication from these specific old titans, gods, goddesses. They have been laying in wait for quite some time, and they are looking to come out and handle business because we are in a season of extreme change and transformation. And yeah, basically they want to get a little bit. They not trying to be stuck. They don't like the way things have been being ran, and you know, they took a L for quite some time, but they're back. These are not the new ones. These are the old ones. I need to be very specific in saying that. This has been going on probably since about 2018, 2017. Okay. Alrighty, spirits. Thank you so much for allowing me to stand at the crossroads for the tribe. Thank you so much for covering and protecting me as I go on this journey. Thank you so much for the gift. You know I don't abuse the gift. I honor it. I appreciate it. I love it. What messages do you have for us today? What are my manners? Hi, my name is Raji. I'm an evolved hustler, and I'm here with a collective message from Hecate. And she has quite a bit to say about the idea that they have chosen who they will choose. And please do not miss this message. Worried about who the messenger is, okay? She got me knocking on the high. The grandchildren, star card. These are the grandchildren of the boomers, Aquarius, star card energy. These are the people who will be taking action moving forward. And these are the people who will be taking action. So you have been picked based on your lineage, possibly picked based on your grandparents. Some sort of deal maybe was made, or maybe this is just a gift that has spanned generations. But this is the reason they believe in you because of the fact that again you have a special set of gifts and abilities that enable you to do this job, and they're sure that you're tasked with it. They're sure that you can rebuild. They're sure that you can set the tone for what's up next. You know, they're counting on you. There is a lot of gossip, a lot of maliciousness in the background here as you step into your calling, as you step into your purpose. Okay, so be prepared for that. Be prepared to end a lot of past relationships because you are now in, you know, you're part of the Super Friends, okay? So look at it like that. But you do have people. There's always that one hater. You do have people in the background that are trying to stop you from taking action. These people are being quite reckless and they are moving in the shadows. They could have done some work around the full moon. Cancer could be significant, or Taurus. And these people were trying to seamlessly delay you and stop you from making this decision because they knew that it would bring you misfortune. They knew that this was your true calling. This is what you should be doing. They knew this. They knew this was a goal that you should be continuously refining because you were meant to do it. But look, You've got negativity, you've got hexes and curses and jinxes. Basically, they were trying to do everything they could to devastate you and get you to not choose this. They did not want you to heal, they did not want you to regenerate. A lot of what's going on in the world today is situated around the fact that we have been placed in these situations where we have to survive. And you know, a lot of people is just moving shady, and you know, those things had to be exposed to you before you could carry out these tasks. Okay, yeah, those things had to be exposed to you. These burdens had to be lifted. So don't be worried about who didn't get to come, because you're a part of something much bigger, and you are going to be moving independently. So you know, these people are gonna look initiated. These people aren't gonna look normal. These people are gonna do what you think that they should do. They're moving independently. You know, they're moving different, and a lot of them are moving different because they're meant to start something new. They're meant to shift the narrative. They're meant to start a new path. You know, but again, there's a lot of people who don't want to listen. You have a lot of liars. You have just so much mess going on that just throws shit off balance. And your spirits are just wanting you to free yourself from these energies at the end of the day. You could have walked away from these people once upon. So the Empress has been lacking because the Empress needed to let go of taking care of these third parties. There was a group of people that needed to be let go of. You needed to be freed before you could actually carry out these tasks. So there was a lot of shedding that was done so that you can build a new legacy. You've been tasked with building a new legacy. Again, it's not going to look or sound like you think it's supposed to look. This may cause you to live in solitude. You might have to live alone. You might have to live alone because there could be like people trying to steal from you because of your good nature, trying to use you for your good nature, especially once they find out what type of gifts you got. Yeah, so they don't want you to have to fight. They want you to live your life in harmony. That's why they X their ass out, especially this person. Whoever that Hierophant reverse is, they were very malicious. Okay, but at the end of the day got to end, and what they really saying is, hey, we chose these people and y'all don't get to decide. We made the choice, and yeah, period. So at this particular point, you know what I'm saying, get with it. Get with it. Get with it and wait for the call, because we might be calling you too. Okay, period. Hell, we might be calling you and you don't even know we calling you because you too busy worried about who else answering. Mm. But that's what it is. All right, y'all. Well, if this message resonated, you feel like it was for you, you know, drop a little, you know what I'm saying, heart or something, a little feather or something in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. Let me know if you smell what I'm putting down, okay? And if you've had some sort of like experience, like a soul walking, or like some sort of, like, let's just say you had a very traumatic experience, and when you shifted back into your normal life, things just weren't so normal anymore. If you had one of them type of experiences, okay, you could be one of the ones. And that's just a little tidbit. But if you are in need of a birth chart reading so that we can see who is on your team, who's holding you, click the link in my bio and I'll be more than happy to get you started on this journey, okay? Because you need to know if you're being called. And if that's why you don't feel the need to do certain things, if that's why things have been weird for you lately, hit my line. I'll be more than happy to help you out. If you guys need some protection work, let me know. It's Saturday, by the way, and the list is still open for Saturday petitions.